Offering valuable and effective suggestions to others is a skill that can greatly impact their decision making and problem solving processes. Whether you are guiding a friend, colleague, or family member, the art of giving suggestion requires empathy, clarity, and constructive communication. Well, it may happen, ironically, almost everyone likes to advise others even if they are not perfect themselves. Have it ever happened to you that somebody is asking for suggestions from you, trusting on you, thinking that you will be able to give him a better alternative for his difficult situation? But this is also true that one needs to listen to only few people. If you keep on listening to everyone, whatever you do, then I think you will be in a mess. You will be in a confused state, and that will alter your decision making ability. In my personal case, also, I also receive lots of suggestions from others and give suggestions to others as well. But with whatever capacity I have, I try to help others. So let me share a very personal observation, and it holds true for many of us. Actually, suggestion is that you tend to agree with your ideas you already had in your mind. It's just that our human minds tend to doubt everything and look for validation from others. If we truly trust our instincts, we won't need much advice from anyone else. This is the feeling you will get next time when you look for suggestion from others. First, look into yourself before you seek for ideas from your surroundings. Hello everyone, how are you all? This is your host Devottam, and you are listening to Better You, Better Life, a self improvement plan SIP podcast, season 1, episode 25. Continuing with our subject, let us explore some of the very key strategies to help each other in providing better suggestion and empowering others. In this episode, we are going to discuss about how to empower others by providing better suggestions for their situation. The first aspect that talks about understanding the concept or understanding the background situation. Before giving suggestions, take the time to understand the concept and circumstances around the situation. You must listen attentively to the person's concern and challenges before you come up with some kind of conclusion. To get the conversation going, you must make him feel safe and comfortable and have open-ended questions so that you are able to gather relevant information and gain a deeper understanding of his or her need. This kind of empathetic approach ensures that your suggestions are tailored to their specific situation instead of giving some generalized blanket statement. In this case, listening is very important, for you may misguide them unknowingly, and this is very sensitive as far as mutual trust is concerned. If it doesn't work out, then next time she or he may feel hesitant to approach you, so it is better to keep things simple and effective. The second aspect in this regard talk about try to offer a variety of options. When somebody is trying to get some better output from you in terms of suggestion for his difficult situation, you must explore different kind of situation instead of presenting a single solution which may be useful for you but may not be useful in his case. So it is important to provide a range of options for the individual to consider. This will make his or her life more manageable and he need not to battle through confusion. This allows them to evaluate different possibilities and make informed decisions based on their unique circumstances. Now here one thing that I also remember personally, that you only need to guide them if you feel you are good enough. Also, it is equally true that offer suggestion only when you are approached, otherwise you may lose your value to them. And that's why people who speak recklessly without knowing any background context, people hardly get any sort of interest in listening to them. Whereas if you listen to him and if you give him a constructive communication, as I have explained little before, then your value will rise in his life. Present the pros and cons of each option and explain the potential outcomes associated with each choice. By offering a variety of suggestions, you empower the person to choose the path that best aligns with their goals and values. So it's very important, before you give him suggestion, you have to understand him as a person, and you also have to understand his situation. The third aspect is very favorite, and personally I do practice it. It says about be clear and concise. When giving crisp suggestion, clarity is the key. You have to be spot on. You can't give him any generalized statement saying that you may do this, you may do, because already a lot of time is wasted in thinking and figuring out a prospective alternative. Whereas if you are someone who is able to understand his situation and able to provide him some sort of clarity, then that is the best thing, best favor you can do to him. For this, we have to learn of clearly articulating our ideas, ensuring that our suggestions are easy to understand and are actionable. Otherwise, you need not to suggest. Use straightforward language and avoid jargons or complex terminology, because he or she will not be in that frame of mind to understand what you are trying to say in a complicated way. Better to keep it straight and simple. Most important point is concisely present your suggestions, focusing on the most relevant and impactful points. Sometimes by dragging the conversation, or sometimes by explaining the conversation too deep, we might lose out what is the crux of the situation and we end up giving wrong suggestion. Instead, find out his weaknesses or the area of improvements, and you may work out with him by giving him a better suggestion. In this case, clarity helps the person grasp your suggestion effectively and implement them more efficiently. The fourth aspect that talks about fostering a collaborative approach. Encourage collaboration and have an open dialogue when providing suggestions. First of all, you need to create a safe space where the person feels comfortable sharing their thoughts and concerns. That is our job, to design the environment like that. Actively listen to their responses and be receptive to their feedback. Involve them in the decision-making process. It should not be a monologue. Instead, you should make him work. You have to think from his point of view by keeping your feet in his shoes. Involve them in the decision-making process, allowing them to contribute their insights and perspectives as well. Collaboration fosters a sense of ownership and encourages a more holistic approach to problem solving. Fifth aspect in this regard of providing better suggestion talks about maintain a positive and supportive tone. In the tone which we are conversing with that person matters a lot. Approach the situation or the conversation with a positive and supportive tone. It should be motivating and constructively offer your suggestions, emphasizing the person's strength and capabilities rather than focusing on his weaknesses. Avoid being overly critical or dismissive of their ideas, because you are not there to judge anyone. You are just there to give your inputs, and it is up to him whether he will take your idea or not. So don't dwell too much on that aspect. It is up to for them to decide. Remember, here our role is only to anchor them through the situation. In this case, don't own their problems and suggest for which you may not know the actual background behind the situation. You will make them dependent on you, and you are restricting their decision-making abilities. And I'm sure as a well-wisher, you will not do that again. Instead, focusing on highlighting their potential, what they can do, how they can fight out and come out victorious from that difficult situation. Keep providing encouragement, keep motivating, and keep him comfortable. Importance of having a positive and supportive tone helps building trust and confidence, enhancing the person's willingness to consider and implement your suggestions. On a concluding note, giving better suggestions is an art that involves empathy. Then you have to consider clarity and constructive communication. Understand the concept. Try to offer him a variety of options by weighing down all the pros and cons for each option or suggestion. Be clear and concise. Be direct, straightforward. Try to foster collaboration by involving him in your decision-making discussion, and maintain a positive and motivating tone. Probably by implementing these strategies, you can't be perfect in this, but you can provide valuable guidance that someone desperately need from you and empowers others to make informed decisions and take proactive step towards their goals. Finally, the ultimate point that we have to remember is that our goal is to support their growth and facilitate their decision making process, ultimately helping them achieve success and fulfillment. With this beautiful episode, we will bring about some other aspect or some other concept in order to become better version of ourselves. Till then, keep listening, have a good weekend, and thank you once again for listening. It's signing off.